Yo, what up? Hello, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Just kind of like give you a behind-the-scenes look at what it's like here between the regular show and the after the show. And I was kind of getting some things together, reading through some emails, gathering my thoughts and whatever. We have to deal with this torturous round of what is called momedy. Jaybird, I don't know why, he loves torturing himself with this stuff. It's these moms who do like parody songs, and it's a whole category called momedy, and like every single video has like 10 million views. It's amazing.
Oh, they crush it. I am being what you call a textbook hater.
Yeah.
I own it. But I just don't get it.
Some of this stuff, it's so bad. And
so
you're like,
bad.
Who is like, what is going on here? And so he'll play this stuff and just torture us with these awful parody songs. And you're sitting here trying to concentrate to get ready for the after the show, and you're like going, I can't even focus because this song is so damn bad.
And he plays them one after another. I mean, as you're reeling from one, you're like, oh, that sucked. I'm so glad it's over. He goes right into another one.
I've always been a fan of entertainment that I don't think is good, that makes me cringe.
Yeah.
It makes me cringe.
You love cringe-worthy.
I do.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like it. I've been this way since I was a kid. If something is cringy going on, I'm like, oh, I got to watch this, but I hate it, but I need it.
Let's see how many songs he can go, because you must have hit me with about 5 in a row. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so bad.
So bad.
I'll give you a taste.
Okay, what do you got here?
I got That's What I Like.
I got a day for pampering. Mother's Day is happy. Today I'm gonna be slacking. I'm gonna be relaxing. Girl, do it for your mom. Do something for mommy. Turn around and drop that drill, honey.
That's pretty awful. Does your volume go up a little bit on your computer?
Greenhouse and a nanny. Stay all day my jammy. Don't wanna make you dinner. Daddy-o serve a Sammy. Daddy-o. Clean it like I want. Clean it like I want. Say, go clean it like I want.
Take my wallet if you want it now.
Jump in my minivan. Girl, let's put some miles on.
Okay, let's play Guess the Views.
Anywhere you want, let's head.
That one.
Okay, let's.
Well, that one's new. It's a newer song.
It was
Okay.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, so it wasn't, and arguably not one of her more popular ones.
Okay, let's play Guess the Views. I'm going to say she's at 240,000. Virginia.
No, I'm going to say 600,000.
She's at over 700,000, but I mean, her other videos are 7 million, 10 million, 8 million. And I'm not trying to rip on anybody. I get that she's doing her thing. I don't like it at all. Fuck, it makes me so mad.
Okay, hit me with another one.
You sure you want more?
Oh, yeah, no. I want
right.
people to know what we got here.
Okay.
This is painful. We want others to suffer.
What's that one that you always...
that was it. That was it. You
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 deserve
deserve
it.
it, Mommy. You deserve it.
Did you play that part of it?
I did not.
You got to play that part of it. That's the best
That's the
part of
worst
it.
part of it.
Yeah, get to that part.
All right, give me a second.
Okay. He finds it so quickly when it's...
Yeah, when it's just us in here,
Yeah.
we get terrorized like
Here it is.
rapid fire.
Why couldn't this happen?
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Sorry, I rewind it. Oh, the internet.
Why couldn't this
internet.
happen in between the show and the regular show?
I was really-
He was flawless.
I was
He went to
DJ.
like 5. It sounded like you were like beat mixing them together. They were so perfect.
DJ Penny Pen.
DJ Penny Penny got nothing. It's the internet sucky suck.
Oh.
Anywhere you want, let's head to Starbucks.
You deserve it, Mama. You deserve it all. I'm gonna give this to you.
Oh,
It's that line right there. You deserve it, Mama. You deserve it all.
Shoot me.
Well, she does this. What a lot of them do, they do this thing called shoehorning.
Yeah.
And it's where you take they're supposed to hit on the syllables to make it sound just like the real song, but they'll take one word and stretch it out. So it'll be, she does it all the time. I can't think of an example now, but you've ever heard of shoehorning before?
Yes.
I hadn't actually.
If you know how to do a parody properly, you don't have to shoehorn.
It's when you make up the word a lot longer than it has to be just to fit in your...
Fill space.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, where it falls short. All right, hit me with I know you had a couple other ones. Where's that? You had a baby bump one too, I think.
Oh, you know...
The
Okay.
Megan Trainor one.
yeah.
all right,
Come on, give me a couple of you. Yeah, no problem. Give me a ton.
You got it. I'm coming right up for you. Here it is.
I'm all about that bump. I'm pregnant. I'm all about that bump, so
so pregnant. I'm all about that
Okay.
bump, about that bump.
Guess the
I'm
views,
pregnant.
Virginia.
All about that bump, about that bump, 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 bump.
Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
it's pretty clear when I walk in the room.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
like that
3.4 million on that one.
I
Thank you, Virginia.
Give me 1 mil.
She's almost at $1 million. But
Almost $1 million,
Again,
okay.
though, this is a newer one. It's a different one.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a big industry. There's so many people doing
Momedy.
it. Well, it's the whole momedy falls under. Dads do it too. There's one family that they're always.
I know the Holderness
Yes,
family.
they're the
famous
biggest
for doing it,
ones.
and I think the reason why they get so many views is the mom's hot.
Yeah. And they pretty much brag about their life the entire time. They'll be singing their songs in their big 2-story house. And our kids.
Oh,
get
they're beautiful. The
straight
kids are
A's.
beautiful.
And I'm
And
like,
I
fuck
think
you.
they were like, they used to work for like marketing companies, and then they were making commercials, and they realized that they could make more damn money doing these stupid songs.
Denny's, the Holderness family you're talking about, he can't even watch him because who wants to watch people brag about their family like that?
He said that?
Yeah, he's like, you're singing about how rich you are and how awesome your life is. No one wants to see that shit.
I don't know. It works well for rappers.
No, again, I am just being a hater. These are people that have an audience. They've got people that love their stuff. I'm just being a hater. It's just not my thing, is all.
That's funny. Well, okay, there you go. That's the momedy. That's what Jaybird hits us up with
That's what he loves.
after every show.
That's what he listens to. A lot.
Now, Virginia's going to be featured in Jupiter Magazine.
Yes. It's,
Bragger.
Because I live there. And yeah, they want all of us actually to be featured in it. But I think it's more about like, you know, our family being in Jupiter. But they want to focus a little bit on work too. So that includes you guys.
Here's some of the questions that they have for Virginia. Favorite radio show other than the KVJ show?
Ooh, favorite radio show other than the KVJ show? I'd have to say, you know, we're not counting podcasts. This has to be radio, broadcast, or satellite.
I think so, yeah, because I think it is broadcast. I thought I saw it. If it's not that question, it's another one that said broadcast radio.
Jill Kerrigman does a show on Andy Cohen's channel on Sirius XM. Mm-hmm. She's the same girl from Odd Mom Out. If you watch that, you would hate that show, Odd Mom Out. It's momedy.
No, I don't want people to think I don't like moms. That's not it at all. I know. I can already hear emails. Well, who the fuck are you, bird? Yeah.
I'll write those right now. Who the fuck are you, bird?
And I agree with them.
Send.
I didn't even know we're going into
We're
the
going to stack of those tomorrow.
I didn't even
Can't
know.
wait for those.
We were going into the mommy thing. Ralston, hit me with it on the air.
I had to. Got to try to put an end to this shit.
I like moms. All right, come on.
Yeah, it'd probably be her on Andy's channel. She does a really good show.
Okay. If you weren't a DJ, what would you do?
Oh, gosh. I mean, before I was DJing, I was bartending. I'd probably be in the service industry, yeah, because I tried waitressing. I was terrible at it, but I still tried it.
You'd be good at sales, I think. I think you could do good at sales. You got that, kind of personality.
So what would you do right now? Like sales for the restaurant industry?
Bagel sales?
Good sale for the ale house.
Something along those lines?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Let me see. Best Jupiter restaurant.
This is tough because there's so many great ones in Jupiter, and there's so many great ones in Tequesta. Craft Bar Kitchen closed. I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh, it did? I didn't know that.
You know that's my favorite?
Yeah.
It closed.
Oh, dang.
I know. I'm heartbroken. I can't get a straight answer whether it's not just closed for the summer or whether it's closed permanently.
Right.
Some places just take off the summer because it's not
Really?
season around
Okay.
here.
I never went. I always wanted to go there.
So good. It was
That's
so
why they
good.
closed.
Yeah,
Damn
people
it.
like you never went.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Evo, EVO.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of Hog Snappers.
Okay.
He said one.
All right.
Yeah, one. Because you could say 7. Yeah, no, that doesn't count. You got to give us 1.
What is your motto? Is the other question
Oh.
Jupiter Magazine wants to know.
I am into this. Yeah, let's delve deep. Live hard, die young. Well, die old. You're not really that young.
Not really that young. Live hard, die ugly. on my Facebook, I think it says something like, I'm not interested in like mundane, boring. I only want excitement and fascination.
Whoa.
Well,
Excitement Sinicki.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring the heat or don't bring it.
those things are kind of hard because you a lot of times tend to overthink them, and then half the time you come up with a motto and you feel like, okay,
You're
I
a
feel like
douche.
an asshole. Yeah.
Yes. I did one of those with Josh Cohen.
Yeah.
And I read it back. I'm like, I'm such a fuckface.
Yeah, they're tough. Yeah.
Maybe that should be your motto. I'm such a fuckface.
I'm okay with that. I think I've earned it. Clearly, with my rant on momity, I'm such a heartless bastard.
I'm a mom-hating fuckface.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Terrible. Just terrible. Let me see. And then they got some for Jaybird and myself.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's get into it.
What can someone who's never heard the KVJ show expect from it? Not much.
Yeah, I mean, mediocre at best. It's kind of.
Nothing serious.
I mean, honestly, if you've never heard it, you would probably be surprised to be how offended you get. For some people who never listen to radio, and especially if they don't like anything vulgar, if they tune into us, sometimes it get a little vulgar. Some people don't like that.
We do have a show motto. Should we use that?
Hot topics, dysfunctional characters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you sound like a douche.
What is the best part about being the DJs of the KVJ show?
Ooh, chicka, chicka, chicka. I'm a DJ.
Yeah. And then they say, why is Virginia such an important component to the show?
Let's get into this.
let's-
Okay. This is the good stuff.
Oh, man.
No, seriously, enough about me. Let's hear some more about me.
This is a big ass-kissing article. How
big
about
time.
this? You'll love this.
I think it's a cover.
Wow. Jupiter Magazine, you have arrived, Virginia.
You bragging son of a biscuit.
Wow. I
I've got
can't,
the cover.
can't wait to read all those answers.
Me and Kevin will be in the background blurred. She'll be in the front. Me and you will
Blurred.
be in the back, just big blurs. Virginia and her crew.
Digging it. Somebody just sent in a text. They're passing through Logan, Ohio right now.
No
Oh,
way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw.
There you go.
You should have him look up Sweet Drew.
Yeah. Pop
d-
on by.
Don't run into them Cox or Conley boys.
Yeah, who knows what they got going on today. Yeah, it says Logan next 3 exits. And that's putting it that's giving a little bit of credit.
It makes it sound bigger than it is.
Yeah, 2 of the exits you're gonna exit and there ain't nothing there. You'd be like, what? There's nothing
Still,
here.
even today, it's still pretty.
Oh yeah, no, I hadn't grown at all. It's amazing. I think it's actually smaller. I'm not sure.
People left.
Might be going the opposite direction.
Aw.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I was asking my mom and dad. I'm like going, so, like, what's new? They did have a couple new things. I think they had a Taco Bell.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
That is big.
And then my dad said, yeah, it was kind of like one of these roads. It kind of like pretty much every road leads out into the country in Logan, you know, because it's pretty much small town. And said, so like, what's new? Like, what's happening? He said, there's this road, and they put up all these retirement communities. And he said that's kind of like the hot spot right now. So it's kind of like they put up a Century Village, and like that's
People are losing their shit. Like, oh, this is it. Yeah.
That's like, yeah,
Wow.
that's the jam right now in Logan.
Okay.
You are.
Because seniors eat a lot of Taco Bell.
I remember my freshman year being up there in Marianna, Florida. Sorry,
Yeah.
I have to bring that up. The
Every
town.
time.
And it was in the middle of nowhere. And I would ask people, "Yeah, so what do people do on the weekend for fun?" And this country girl was serious as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, a lot of people go up to Chipley because up in Chipley, they've got the Super Walmart. And it's amazing. And they're thinking about putting an Arby's in there, too. And she was
Yeah.
dead serious. That's what people did. But guess what my ass was doing on Friday night? Going to the fucking Super Walmart.
That's what you do, yeah. Yeah, my town's got a super Walmart. That was kind of the big deal. That was after I left, though. I mean, all the
Yeah.
fun stuff hit after I left. Yeah, we used to, and people, whenever they go to Logan, they always go to the Pizza Crossing. So I always get photos from that, yeah.
That's cool. The Pizza Crossing, you should endorse them.
Yeah, it was a cruising route. You would cruise Pizza Crossing, Main Street, down to the McDonald's. You'd wrap around the outside part, you know, you right on the outside of the drive-thru, and you go right back to Pizza Crossing, turn around, and
do
you
it
drive
all
that-
again.
You drive that strip all night. That was every Friday night, man.
It's a half a block.
And hillbillies on Main Street, like right downtown, they take their pickup trucks and park on the side, and they'd like be sitting there in the back of the pickup trucks.
It's so
Like
funny.
watching people yelling at people, yelling at the girls, starting fights, all that kind of shit.
My dad told me that's what they did back in the 60s where that had the big gatherings. It'd be like 3 or 4 different schools that head out to the wooded area, and they would cruise, is what they would call it. They would just cruise
Yeah, we're cruising.
around.
Yeah, we cruise. Yeah.
And you would stop and see people cruising one way. You would talk, and then you would just do it all
That's
over
kind of
again.
it. Yeah, it's just a way of socializing. That was kind of it. Yeah, we only had one school for the whole county, so like it wasn't like mixing schools. Wow. The entire county. Imagine if you had
Everybody knew everybody.
Pretty much, yeah.
So Logan would be the size of like Palm Beach Gardens, or even smaller than
high
that?
school wise, yeah, probably about the size of Gardens.
Okay.
I would say probably about there. Yeah, they were one of the bigger ones in the state, just because they had everybody from the entire county. But
They had 14 towns there.
they did. No, they really did. Probably 14 towns represented. There's something that sounds like you could do in Logan, but Kelly said this might be a good idea for one of Jason's lower-tiered activities for Jaybird's Daring Summer. I think Jason should have to wrangle skunks with his bare hands. Put him in a small room of 4 to 5 skunks, which he has to capture by hand and put in cages. There you go. If we could find the skunks, but they got to be intact.
Meaning that they have to
They're a stinker, yeah.
excrete or whatever.
Excretier?
Excrete skunk bullshit on me. Is that close enough?
Kind of. Yeah, she listens religiously from Connecticut.
Nice.
I hear that skunk stuff, that poison or whatever the hell it is, it takes a minute to get off.
Skunk spray, yeah.
Yeah, and I think you have to bathe in milk.
I think it's oil.
Is it?
I think it's got an oil in it, and that's what it makes it stay on you.
I heard fire.
Does that come out of their
They have a gland.
pooter or
They have a
their
gland.
deuter?
Yeah, it's kind of like right by their pooter, but it's like a gland, and it shoots it right out. And it's kind of like it'd be a mist, and it hits you. Yeah, I think it was tomato juice. Was a lot of because there are a lot of skunk spraying. You would be driving in the country and you just all of a sudden smell skunk.
They're pretty adorable looking.
Oh, they are. Just sweet as pie too. But yeah, don't get them scared. They'll spray you. Yeah, like dogs would go out and always get sprayed. That was kind of thing.
Would you like that as a power, as a human, where you get all scared for protection and you spray stinky ass shit on somebody? I kind of don't hate that.
That could be
No,
very
because then
handy.
you're known for being stinky.
Well, you don't need mace ever.
Yeah, you're known for being stinky when you get fucked
Do you have
with.
to drop your pants to do it?
You have to
It does
turn
come
around.
from the taint area.
You have to bend over. And
Yeah. I don't know. That's the big question there. Got this one from Jennifer in Tampa. Said, I'm catching up on the podcast when you're all talking about cheating, and Jaybird said that he would immediately tell his boy or girl he was friends with if he found out that they were being cheated on. So my question to Jaybird is, if he found out that Panda was cheating on Virginia or vice versa, what would he do?
Yeah, what would you do, Boy Scout?
I'm not a Boy Scout. It depends on the situation. If I knew Virginia was fucking over Panda and she was doing it and she kept doing it,
Like
and
I was hooking up with Suits.
yeah, and I knew it, I would, without a doubt, tell Panda about that.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say your woman stepping out on you. You're my boy, and sorry, because my whole thing
Okay,
is.
me and Suits just fear the wrath.
Well, my whole thing is, if you want it to be a secret and you don't want me to get involved, don't do it in front of me. It's your own damn fault.
Well, yeah,
she
Suits and I,
deserves it.
we can't hide our passion, though.
And I honestly think if Panda was stepping out on you to the point where I was seeing it and being visible, I don't say shit because bro's over her. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I would say something. I would.
Really?
I could not work in this environment. It being as I see you more than I see Panda. I mean, we're all very close to one another. I can't do a show and act like, life is great. I know, he's sticking it to somebody.
Me and Panda are drowning. You can only save one of us. Who do you save?
Oh, that's a good Jaybird type question. Don't blow it.
Sorry, Vicious V. I got history with.
Really?
No,
You're saving Panda?
No, I don't save Panda. I have to save you because you're the woman, barely, and
Just always lean on that.
the kid, the mom.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just squeak out. I just.
And if I die, your work would change.
Yeah.
If Panda dies, your work's not going to change that much.
No, you'll just be a mess, but then you'll get on the mic and say, "Bird saved my life."
Yep, I
All
would.
right,
I would
all
tell
right.
everybody.
Bye, Panda. You're out.
Out.
I kind of like those questions.
It's a thinker.
Makes you think.
We were talking earlier on the regular show today about how the producers at Bachelor in Paradise, they're only going to let contestants have 2 drinks per hour now.
Which may be a smart move, considering all the heat and all the drama. This is a way to still keep people libated and having fun and a little loose, but they don't get like blackout, pass out, falling down drunk.
I'm surprised they didn't have that before, just because I think I've seen, because, you know, the radio promotion stuff that we do, that you had heard at a certain point, like when you're just so negligent, you can be like, well, yeah, we'll have them sign a waiver. But if you're just doing stuff that's, you know, like shotgunning beers and shit like that, you know, it doesn't matter. They'll still be like, okay.
Some of the best moments from The Bachelor and The Bachelorette have been when the contestants were overserved.
I mean, honestly, the way I would do it, I would keep the rules the same. But if you think something's about to go down, step in as a producer. I mean, that's what life's about. You can go or not go to the bar. Have some responsibility and take responsibility. If you fuck up, you fuck up.
Well, here's my question. What are your own personal self-imposed limits when you go out for some drinks? Like where you know, okay, and it could depend upon different situations, but let's just say it's a normal kind of like social situation. Like, yeah, when we go to Blue Martini and it's us and we're like going, okay, so you may not have any parameters on whatever happens. But, you know, you're going out with some friends and things like that, and you're like going, okay, I want to have a good time, but I don't want to be that person in the group.
When we went to Portland to see our bosses, because it was a weird little dance I had to do. They didn't know I was pounding drinks just so I could get up in the building.
Yeah.
But I kept it. I remember thinking, don't go over 3. Don't go over 3. As soon as I started feeling relaxed.
And you did beer.
Yeah.
Not cocktails.
No, he did a screwdriver in the morning.
You went to the bathroom. My boy, Ralston, got me a screwdriver.
I told you to do beer.
I did not. I did not
No,
listen
we
to
went
you.
right for the screwdriver.
But
I said, you need the vodka.
I had about 4 drinks, and I was good. I was fine, and it got me through it. They didn't know I was drunk. I don't think. I mean, you guys said I didn't appear drunk at all.
You didn't seem drunk.
It's the shots that get you.
Yeah.
That's what fucks you up.
Right. So, yeah, and mine's always varied. I mean, you know, for a long part of my life, I had no limitations on. I'm like, yeah, whatever I can get my hands on. But, you know, through different, I've done the thing where I've done the hard alcohol, I've done the shots, I've done all that kind of stuff. And where I am kind of like set right now, where I had been, was I finally got rid of the hard alcohol, because that's hard to ride. And that one gets away from me. I drink everything fast, no matter what it is.
I'm the same way.
I'm a drinker. I slam stuff down really quickly. I don't know if it's out of just I'm nervous or whatever. I just feel like it's something I got to accomplish or whatever it is.
You're doing an event and your mind's racing. And you're trying to A, make sure everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
B, you're trying to engage. C, you're just trying to curb your own anxiety.
And it's a habit. It's a habit to have a cocktail in your hand and be sipping it throughout the evening, and not have an empty one.
Yeah.
That's where it gets me, the habit of it. Now I love it.
Time and time again, that got away from me with the hard alcohol. So I finally said, okay, I've stepped away from the vodka and all the hard stuff.
Yeah, and I'll survey the land too. If it's a situation, sometimes we'll have an event and someone will show up that is there to cause a little drama, and I need to kind of be on my game a little bit.
Yeah.
But you also have anxiety because it's going on, and you're just trying to quarterback. You're watching the entire night.
Yeah.
And you're trying to act like, oh, nothing's wrong. What's wrong, Bird? Nothing. Things are fine. Give me another shot. Shit.
Yeah.
It depends.
Fun to watch him when he's going through that. You just get a cocktail and watch the bird show.
Well, like you were saying, it depends on the situation. If there's a situation where I'm having anxiety, I might up the alcohol a little bit.
My shot policy, I haven't probably bought a shot like Riley. It was my idea and instigated it probably in 10 years. I think it's been a long time.
All those times were me, huh?
Yeah. Always you. And my policy right now on shots is avoid them at every cost. Sometimes when you're on stage, like what happened on Friday, somebody hands you a shot and you're like, okay, it's harder to be like, oh, Dylan, you're trying to be. It's like you're on stage, do the damn shot. So
you can't be
don't
a
do
jerk.
Anymore.
It's like looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Right. But if I saw and I've had this happen where I'm walking up the bar and I see everybody, I see shots going around, I will turn right around and get the fuck out of there.
What Virginia said is so true. There was a guy that bought me a tequila shot, and I did not want to take it. I said, oh, man, I can't drink that. I'm sorry right now. You're not going to fucking drink? $9 shot I just got you. Fuck you, Bird. I'm like, oh, give me the shot. I got a serious guilt trip.
Right. But that'll throw you all off, because if you go out with a game plan in mind, for me, when I saw that, you know, what Bachelor in Paradise was doing, that's about where I'd like to ride. I'm like going, okay, if I have 2 and I go low alcohol beers, is about as low as I can get that I still like the taste. Do about 2 an hour. That's about it. And then pretty much at 4, I'm like, all right, because after 4, that's when you're like, okay, dude, you're going into, I would say, you know, 4 and under, you're in green. It's good. Green light, everything's good. You know everything's going on. You're in full total control. Everything's good. And this doesn't mean driving, but it means, you're in full
Right.
total control
You're
to be
having
out.
a party. You're still going to get a designated driver.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
you're just fun right now. You're fun, Kev.
I get after 4, I start to get into the yellow territory, meaning that I still might be okay, but a comment might get away from me, or I might be susceptible to fall into a shot that will then take me into the red. So there's that area where you got the yellow. So my green is 4 beers and under. Yellow is probably 4 to 8 beers, and then after 8 beers, I'm in the red and we're in trouble.
My yellow, when I'm like, uh-oh, if I start getting, because I love the first phase, all happy, goofy, light and fun. I start getting into so why do you think we're here as humans, man? Why? What's going I start getting super deep.
Deep bird.
I'm going through something,
Yeah.
and cut them off, bartender, because I'm eventually going to be going into the red.
Talking about Bachelor in Paradise, I meant to tell you this. I can't say this in the regular dirt because I don't know if it's true. It's from a friend of a friend that knows some producers on that show.
Uh-huh.
I meant to tell you this. So they said that what happened with that whole scenario was Corinne was in production for her own spinoff.
Okay.
That producer that was on the set that called, no, stop this. We're going after the show. This is ridiculous. Sexual assault. That producer was the person putting together Corinne's spinoff, and she didn't want Corinne to be painted in a bad light before her own spinoff came out because she was starting to get a reputation for hooking up with everybody. She had made out with 3
dang.
guys that day, and that's why that producer made all that trouble and made all that stink. She was trying to take it off of Corinne and put it on the Bachelor franchise.
And you don't know what's real and what's fact, but a lot of the comments behind the scenes was Corinne was a willing participant. She had some drinks, but everyone was drinking, and it was nothing. It was because of producers, a couple producers, and that does make a little sense.
I'll be curious to see if her spinoff ever happens because
She was the most entertaining one on the last, was it The Bachelor? The
Yeah.
last one?
She was, definitely.
she was the star of that.
And that's our girl from Sunny Isle Beach, right?
Yep. South
Okay.
Florida girl. What'd you just spill? Oh, Jay-Bird just spilled water.
Right over there, right where all the electricity is.
Please!
Just marinating in it.
Jay-Bird spilled water on all the electricity stuff.
But hey, at least I'm drinking water. That's a positive.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
Hey.
a full cup because he hadn't drank any of it.
It was.
He fucking hates water.
So, yeah,
I did. I got that water 3 hours ago. I haven't had a sip of it.
just sitting there, just spilling.
Denny's, what's your boy doing over here?
Yeah.
Spilling?
Don't worry about it.
It is that power strip is just soaking in
that
water.
power strip is so
And
wet.
it's doing this weird vibrating thing with the light. It's like shaking.
Oh, this ain't good.
It'll just blow out the entire station.
Maybe nobody heard it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Thumbelina.
Oh.
They say this is a deal. I don't know if you heard about this canned wine at Trader Joe's. They say it's so popular they can't keep it in stock. It's a 4-pack of simpler wine, sells for $4. It's equal to a standard 750 milliliter bottle of wine. And they say since they introduced the wine cans at the end of April, it quickly sells out. They say that's the new jam. Everybody's into that.
People are doing canned wine, canned champagne. I think it's just convenient. You know, it's a lot easier to pop open a can than it is to
Yeah, why not?
open a
You can put it on ice, you
bottle.
can put it in a cooler.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Those bottles are hard to pack, and coolers, a lot of times, they don't fit.
And the thing, too, the can, it kind of can pass for a soda, some of them. So you don't really
Uh-huh.
realize, oh, she's drinking wine. No, it's a canned soda.
Yo, good.
Trader Joe's a client.
Don't think so.
All right, that's never mind.
You don't like them?
I'm not saying that.
I like them.
I'm not saying that.
Well, they're a client. You're asking. You wouldn't. I mean, go right ahead and talk about how great they are.
They are. They're wonderful. I love Trader Joe's.
You're not more than that.
I
thought
just-
you
I-
were going to be a big.
I just don't want to get in trouble. I don't know what I can say anymore. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I've never heard of it.
I think they're so overrated, and everyone and their mother tells me you got to go to Trader Joe's. They got great sauce, all this shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And you've had it?
Overrated. Oh.
Maybe you have to take a tour and really delve
I did.
more
I did.
into it. Did you? Because you love frozen foods. Did you get in there frozen foods?
I did. I'm well versed on Trader Joe's, and also too another thing. People that go to Trader Joe's there's a bit of a tude. Oh, you go to Publix? Well, I go to Trader Joe's, They've got $3
Yeah.
wine. There's a dude.
There's kind of a thing in Whole Foods too.
Yeah,
Like, I
oh.
think there's an attitude like people go to Whole Foods like they feel like okay,
They get a
I've-
little bit
I've
of
arrived.
Smugs Bunny about
They're,
that.
they're just
Yeah.
a little like you go to your Publix and order your sub. We'll be over at Trader Joe's.
You can't say anything bad about Whole Foods because they give you beer to shop with. I mean, that's awesome.
I do like Whole Foods. I really do.
It's expensive as shit,
It
but
is. Well, they've got little areas where you can order some sandwiches, and they've got really good French fries.
Really?
Yes, they have delicious French fries. You make them, and they have 2 sizes.
Did not know.
Oh.
How very nice is that? Let me see. A couple little shout outs here. This is great from Jessie. She said, I wrote you guys a while back for advice on IVF, and thank you for covering some topics that really helped me out with infertility. And I just want to let you all know that our IVF baby and new member of KVJ Nation has arrived. Baby girl Finley was born on June 5th. She came out to Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Aww.
We had a kick-ass playlist playing during labor and delivery. I attached a picture of our miracle. Thanks again, Kev, for your words of wisdom and advice. It really helped my husband and myself get through the craziness that is IVF. There is our little angel right there on
Oh my
KVJ TV.
goodness.
Beautiful.
What a
Yeah.
perfect little baby face.
What a
So
cool
excited
thing to
for them.
do, too. Every time they hear Bohemian Rhapsody,
Yeah.
it's going to instantly go, our daughter.
I thought that's great, but, you know, if I had a Queen song, I want to come out to We Are the Champions or We Will Rock You.
I want to come
We
out
Will
to-
Rock You might be better.
Ah, man, fat bottom girls. Yeah.
Don't let your wife hear that.
That's true.
She'll think it's about her.
That's true. You're right.
She's obsessing already about all this pregnancy weight.
That's actually a terrible. You're
It's
right.
a terrible song.
A terrible
Your
one.
wife's going to be very pissed.
Hence why I'm single.
And a shout out to Seth and Adrian from FU Glass. They just want to say, hey, good to see you guys at Blue.
They made us the coolest necklace, that blown glass #be cool necklace. I went home and I put it on a nice little chain. I'm going to wear it out to our next event.
Perfect.
It is so cute. Thank you, guys. I want to go by there and see their setup. Mm-hmm. That's blowing glass to me is awesome.
And I want to let you know, if you didn't hear it earlier, if you want to try to get those tickets to the All-Star Game, it's happening, Major League Baseball at Marlins Park. What we're going to be doing for tomorrow is you got to send us a quick little play-by-play of you doing like the last pitch of a baseball game. And, you know, the reason why radio and audio has forever been linked with baseball, one, because the sport's so old and radio was around for a while. But, you know, a lot of people, I remember I grew up listening to Cincinnati Reds broadcast, and just the voice of it, and just the peaceful summer nights, and having the radio on at a baseball game, and you're just kind of like laying there. It was just, you know, it really kind of goes hand in hand. There's, you know, I think baseball more than any other sport, their play-by-play guys are just something. They're very well known in the cities where they call games. And
Back in the day when baseball was considered magical, it was
Yeah.
a magical sport for a lot of people, and for whatever reason, that magic's died off a little bit.
yeah. So add to it, give us the crowd noise, the crack of the bat, all that kind of good stuff.
Stepping
whatever
up to
you
the
wanna
plate
do.
now is the BDI Bomber. BDI Bomber is struggling at the plate these days.
Yeah.
Count is 3-2. Maybe he'll be able to drive one into the gap to win this game. On deck is Virginia the Dick Sanicki.
The dick.
See, that was great play-by-play.
I'm glad you used my Christian name.
Yeah. So make a little audio of you doing that, and then probably the best thing to do is send it to us via email, mail@kvjshow.com. And you can use Virginia the Dick Sanicki if that helps you.
Absolutely. We'll bleep it out for the
Yeah.
regular show.
I can picture Virginia the Dick Sanicki. She's on deck. She's got a big wad of tobacco in her mouth. She's talking shit to the pitcher. Come
Yeah.
on, fucker, hurry it up.
Yeah, that'll get you qualified for the tickets, and you'll get the FanFest ticks. You'll get that, and that right there is a good little value. So I think it's like $35 for adults, $30 for kids to the FanFest. So
That is fun.
Yeah,
I
still
did that
great
Fan
tick.
Fest thing when the WWE was here. They
You liked it?
I did.
they're real cool. I did it with the Super Bowl. That's why I think this is going to be awesome. When they had
It's
the Super Bowl in
fun.
Miami, I went down there, and they had the whole village where there was a lot of interactive games for kids, and we had a blast with it. So, yeah, I'd definitely check that out.
You get in the spirit of it. You get the vibe of it. You get the fun of it without the $1,000 ticket, which most of us can't afford.
Right.
Do you actually like going to sporting events live, or would you rather watch it at your house or a bar? What's better?
It is better to watch sporting events at your house or a bar. It really always depends upon the situation. There's different categories for all of them. There is only one exception that I right now can think of where it is better to see the actual game in the stadium. For me, personally, very selfish stuff, it is going to Ohio Stadium to see the Ohio State band. And
there's a vibe there, too.
There's the vibe, and there's nothing more exciting. The band comes out of the tunnel, and they come out, and it's just quiet. And they're kind of
that's not on TV.
And that's not on TV. You don't get that on TV. You're in the stadium, and you watch it. You start getting like goosebumps.
Yeah.
And the crowd starts getting pumped, and the band is coming out silently and just marching. And then all of a sudden, and the rest of the band comes out, and then they fire into it, and the crowd goes fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's...
And fireworks go off, and you're just like, holy, and you have goosebumps, and you're just like, you cannot, that's worth the price of admission.
It's the same thing at LSU.
Yeah.
You can't. The Golden Band from Tigerland does the same thing, but
Yeah.
they come down the hill and
those
around,
things,
and they go through the crowd. It's just so cool.
Got to be in the stadium for those kind of things. Yeah,
I agree.
That's awesome. That's the exception. Otherwise, it's better off watching it. If it's a game that you're really into, it's better off to be at home. If it's a game you could care less about, but it's a big game, yeah, be at a bar, be in public, whatever, so you can still talk and, not be distracted. But yeah, absolutely. It's a lot better. And then on Friday, get a major leaguer to call us. We're going to want to see who the biggest baseball player is we can get to call into the show.
See, I'm actually kind of looking forward to the most low-budget baseball player you can get.
Give it a shot.
Guy from like 1983 who played minimal time at shortstop. I would love that.
Yeah. So anyway, you can do that. So like I said, you don't have to know anybody personally. It could be friend of a friend of a friend kind of thing. But, so many major leaguers, they pop up at baseball camps, whether it be the Tommy Huttons or, any of the other baseball camps that are going on. And if you play Little League Baseball, you probably see one all the time, or you may have somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah, there's a ton down there. I mean, retired and even current.
And if you don't even have that, just pick out a ball player, go to their website, and a lot of times they may have a charity or something like that. They may be local. Just go Palm Beach baseball players live in South Florida, and then just send them an email on their charity site.
Your boy Carl Pavano lives out in the Gardens area. His son plays out there.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to go out to the Tommy Hutton Baseball Academy to face Carl Pavano for one at-bat.
I know.
Yeah?
Do you
That's
think-
coming up in a couple Wednesdays.
Yeah, do you think there's any shot I at least foul a ball off of him? And this guy was a good baseball player.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's still in decent shape. I see him every now and then up there at the Gardens Fields, and I don't think so.
I think he'll rip them titties.
How great would it be if I did rip them titties?
That'd be phenomenal.
I got lucky and I just hit a fucking
That'd be phenomenal.
E-rod into the gap.
I think
That would be
he's gonna
amazing.
get you to whiff. He still got it.
Oh yeah, there's no. He's gonna. I'll break my hand swinging the bat if I can even make contact.
Yeah, it'd be fun though. Just go up against him.
For sure.
Alrighty, that is going to do it for us here today, boys and girls. We are all done. If you want to get some great sauce, we talked about that earlier on the show too. Bud's Chicken and Seafood. That bird sauce, baby, we found out that'll keep for a couple years.
It will. It's delicious, and this is what Philip texted me. Right now, they've got a lunch bunch for $6.99. Comes with 3 chicken fingers, 1 side, which could be fries, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, etc. Two corn fritters and a drink. $6.90. That's a lot of food.
That is. Something, too, as a side note, Bud's doesn't use a lot of preservatives and
No.
additives. So your shelf life on all the Bud stuff, it's fresh-made food, fresh sauces as well. I don't think it's going to be as long of a shelf life as some of these 2-year sauces because Bud's don't roll like
Yeah,
that.
they
Bud's
do.
is better because of that.
They do pride themselves on making everything in-house, and their
They
ingredients are
super fresh. They are not your typical fast food. Yes, they have a drive-through, but no, they are not pre-processed food.
Yeah, and also got another text from Philip. No big deal. Got to call you so we can have our secret meeting about some things.
Uh-huh.
Let me see that text.
Right here. I got to call you so we can have our secret meeting.
Whoa.
Secret meeting.
He does have a text.
Don't be questioning me.
Could be like in a bunker or something. It's impressive.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
A helicopter has to come get him.
I think I'm on the board at Bud's.
Wow.
Well, I'm not, but hopefully Philip hears this.
You guys have an amazing day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.